I'm here. Hello. We meet again. We see each other again. It has been a while since you know what? I say that every time I make a video now because like I'm never here, and every time I put out a video, I'm like, great, I put out a video. Now let me do it again next week. And then I'm like, yeah, no, I can do it again next week. And then it becomes like 3 weeks. One moment. Okay. I have a nice white backdrop. I have a lot of lights on me, a lot of daylight, a lot of like regular lights. And that's because I'm in the office right now. I'm in the loft. This is not my apartment. I wish it was. It would be so nice. But I figured, you know what? I have time. I have a camera. I have an amazing environment. I'm gonna sit down and tell you guys about where I'm at with ADHD right now. So much has happened in my life the past couple of months. Actually, it hasn't even been a couple of months. It's been several months and I still haven't updated you guys. I'm so sorry. It's been so long. If you just want like a super quick answer as to where I'm at with my journey right now, or where I'm at with my situation more so, it's less of a journey, more so just a situation that I'm learning how to deal with. I'm not taking my Adderall anymore. It just made me feel weird. And I was taking I think it was 15 milligram extended release capsules, and I would just take it and it would just make me feel so jittery and so like, I don't want to say like tweaked out because it wasn't like that bad, but I did just feel a little bit too stimulated. The focus was great, but I just didn't feel like myself. And that's been an issue that I've had a lot with Adderall, honestly, is like not feeling like I'm myself, completely losing track of who I am. And I just didn't dig that anymore. And I would rather, you know, at least try to manage it without medication. And that's not to say that like you watching this can't completely function normally with medication. I know there's a lot of people that watch my videos and they've watched my previous videos about my experience with Adderall and they're like, thank you so much. Like, I'm gonna go get a prescription now, or I'm gonna go get diagnosed now. And I don't want this to like sway anybody from getting diagnosed or make anybody afraid of getting diagnosed or getting their medication or whatever, because you're completely different than me. Like, people with ADHD, we have like our own brain fingerprints. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like, you know what I mean? How everyone has like a different fingerprint. We all have different types of ADHD. We all have different severities of ADHD, and we all have different lives. Like, my life is completely different. So like, I can function, like I can go without taking the medication and be okay for the most part, because I'm very fortunate. I have a job that I love to do. I have, you know, a pretty fairly easy life that doesn't completely hinge on my ability to focus, but my dreams do. And that's something that I'll get to later on. Probably in another video, maybe in this one, I don't know. But basically, like I said, long story short, the medication just was not worth it for me. I am trying to work on like things that I can do to make my life easier with ADHD, things that I can do to cope, but I'm not an expert in these things at all. Like, I don't have it figured out, honestly. If like my best self is up here with ADHD and managing it without taking medication, then I'm currently like right here, probably. I'm not going terribly, but there's definitely a lot more that I could do. I need to set up routines. I need to keep track of the time. I need to just be more present, because I'm constantly thinking about the past, constantly thinking about the future, when right now it's happening right now. And that's something that I need to work on as well. Another thing that I'm going to work on is getting rid of my social media. And I know I've done this before, I believe, maybe on my old channel, maybe on this channel, maybe the video is privated, but I did get off of Facebook, which I used to be addicted to, not so much anymore. I still think it sucks, so I'm not really like excited to get on that anymore, but I am going to be kind of exploring the possibility that maybe getting rid of social media can actually improve your symptoms of ADHD, or my symptoms of ADD specifically. Living by myself is also different having ADHD, so that's something that I'm also kind of struggling with, making myself, like holding myself accountable to do certain things. Cleaning my house, cleaning my apartment. It's not a big apartment, but things just pile up, and usually every Friday I go through and I kind of clean things up, or if I'm like walking by somewhere, I'll clean something up. And so like I enjoy my place being clean. So that might be a difference between you and me. I hate having a dirty place. And I have people over a little bit more often now, and my place is pretty aesthetically pleasing, I like to think, so I like to clean it. Whereas the place I was living before wasn't very aesthetically pleasing even when it was clean, so it didn't really like motivate me to clean it. Once I get a solid routine down that I think works for me, or maybe even like just filming the process, I might share that with you guys. I just really want to become more active here, because something that I've realized, like back when I was very first starting my channel, I was like, I don't want to be the ADHD channel. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind talking about it. I would like to share my experiences to help other people, but I didn't want to become like the channel that talks about ADHD all the time, because that's just not what I'm passionate about. But it is who I am. So I'm going to start, and I mean, like, I want to help people. So if it's going to help you to talk about it, then I am going to find a way to incorporate that into more of my videos. But I do want to do other things too, but I will also keep you guys updated, and if you have any questions about anything, I will try to answer them as best I can. I know I'm really bad at it right now, but now that I have more time, I've had some projects kind of like fall off. Excuse me. I've had some projects kind of fall off that I was tied to before, and that were kind of like hanging over my head, and that kind of kept me from filming, because I was like, I could be filming, but I also should be working on this thing that I promised somebody I would do that I haven't done at all. And so like that project is now out of the picture, and I'm finally able to do whatever I want when I'm off work, which is great. So I'm gonna start hopefully making more videos for you guys. I'm not really sure what else I could update you on, other than, yeah, I'm not taking Adderall anymore. I'm basically just living full on ADHD right now. It's just full out there. And I just finished watching, actually, there's a documentary called The Social Dilemma or something that just came out on Netflix, and it's about how, you know, tech companies are feeding on us. Like, we are basically like a farm of money for tech companies that use us to sell ad spots to other bigger companies. And so that in and of itself makes me want to stop using social media like altogether. And I also feel like I will be a lot more clear-headed and just able to focus on so many more things if I don't have my phone in the back of my mind all the time. So that's definitely something that I'm going to start doing very, very soon. And I do want to document that experience, not just for the fact of getting rid of social media in general, but also trying to see like if it has an impact on my ADHD symptoms. So that'll be something that comes up eventually when I get around to it. But like I said, I do want to be here because I actually enjoy the thought of like my videos helping somebody out. Well, it's been fun. I have to get back to work, but let me know if you have any questions. Leave those down below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more of my face. I have some fun ideas for videos coming up. They're not necessarily tied to ADHD, but like I said, there will be some talk about that. Follow me on Instagram if you want to, @not_Larissa, and I can also connect with you guys on there, and you can ask me questions on there too if you want to. And that's all, I think. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye.